What even is Ed, Edd, and Eddy? There's so many mysteries. Where are the parents? No one is watching these kids. Are they even kids? Eddy looks like he's a 35-year-old divorced lawyer. What's under that hat? Probably Pandora's box or something. Oh wait, it's just hair? Not canon. Have this game killed.
Everybody always wants to know what's underneath Dumblebee's hat, but you know what? We ain't gonna find out until we do the feature.
What the fuck you bro? Contact never hospitality. I'll come out now and I'll break your fucking leg.
Now, of course, I feel the biggest part of this series is none of the actual characters. It's Plank. Plank makes the show. He's the best character. Is he alive or is Johnny mentally insane? I've read the wiki. He's moved multiple times. I think he's the final boss. Friends. Johnny. The Edds. Formally. Now, of course, looking at the Edds, they're totally gonna be a gangster mafia in the future. Eddy looks wrong. Something's wrong with him. He's wearing the same clothes as Fred.
Look at his 3 strands of hair! I want to be a cockroach so bad.
You always find that clip, and do you remember the Powerpuff Girls villain named Roach Coach? Roach Coach. And then he turns into a roach. That one Ed, Edd, and Eddy movie was a trip, though. They, almost die in quicksand, and they find Eddy's brother, and he's, a Redditor. They're all happy, and he just starts beating them up, actually brutally. Twisting legs, throwing them at doors. Just Kevin starts standing up for them like an anime arc. Is this legal? But whatever, hit him with a door.
I have a screen door.
When it comes to Eddy, the whole time in the show, he's been acting the way he's been acting with the scamming, jerk, personality, anger, because he's been trying to follow in his big brother's footsteps, because he idolizes him a lot. But despite all that, he's been keeping his real secret to himself about the abuse from his brother. His abuse caused him to abuse those around him, but all he ever wanted was to fit in with everybody, and he thought he could be trying to act like his brother, because everybody in the cul-de-sac respected his big brother because they were afraid of him. That's the deep, and Eddy is my favorite. Oh my god, this is deep. Where's the 5-hour-long commentary video about the broken mental state of Eddy? Can we all agree that these are the worst characters? Nothing comes close. In fact, I'll rank all the characters right now. I'm insane. I'm off the rails. I'm on a train. Okay, here's our first tier. Worst thing in this dreadful world. We're gonna have to go with the Christmas with the Crank Sisters. Then there's Jimmy. I hate Jimmy. He's always screaming and being a stupid. He's got a weird thing on his head. It looks like a weird growth, like a mushroom thing. Then there's... Let's just not even touch on it. Let's go to the next year. Not good, very bad. I'm sorry, I'm not a big Ed fan. He's not good. Okay is gonna have to go with, the okay characters that no one really cares about.
So they didn't get the negative response they was looking for.
Good. Now, this is the good tier. Eddy, of course, is a great character. A great, he broken mental state character, as we've learned. And then there's Johnny. Johnny's a pretty good character. Johnny's pretty good. But yeah, him without Plank is gonna be F tier. And then there's Inspector Gadget guy in a Halloween costume. He's of course one of my favorite characters.
Oh yes, this is it. Minecraft.
No, Inspector Gadget. It's called Minecraft.
I also like to build brown bricks with Minecraft. It's the most fun you can possibly have. What is the point of Minecraft?
And complex yet beautiful way, making an adaptation of...
I told you to shut up, but you didn't.
Rolf, one of the best characters. You really don't know where he's from. I don't think that's ever explained, but I'm glad it isn't, because it has to be confusing, and he has such great lines as Ed Boys. And then there's Kevin. Kevin alone is up here because I'm intimidated by him. I'm very scared to not put him in the lower tiers. He might beat me up and steal my job. That's my ranking, but I think we're gonna put Jimmy actually lower, maybe just off the chart. The weakness of the show is the intro. What is happening? Don't get me wrong, best music.
Ed, Edd, Eddy.
What is this? What? It doesn't make any sense. Why jawbreakers? And why are they so big? They're like bigger than their heads. This is some mutant garbage that's turning their tongues into different colors.
Pause! What is that? Have you ever heard of Colgate, bitch?
Apparently there is evidence of an economy crash because the price is raised from 5 cents to 25. I 100% blame the cul-de-sac for this crash, and it was specifically Eddy. Now, the only way to really understand this show is to watch an episode, but what about CartoonNetwork.com flash games? Nah, I was right. What is happening in this episode? This one. In this episode, Eddy is being offensive or something because now Rolf and him have to duel, and now we get to see the ultimate downfall of our protagonist. This is the moment he became Walter White.
Hey yo, Mr. White, I got you.
Everything has changed. It's like the scene in Spider-Man 3. Kevin is in absolute awe as he sees Rolf rip an entire tree out of the ground. Jesus Christ. Wait, is Kevin like the coach? Why? Now this next scene is very brutal, so you're welcome to leave.
No.
He gave you a flower. My God, Rolf. What is this camera pan? This is like actual cinematography. What's happening? Then Eddy like falls into the shadow realm like Bandit Keith. So of course Rolf is the winner because again. What kind of episode is this? I mean, I'm not saying Eddy didn't deserve to live a life of damnation, but what the heck, bro? You know what? I think the games are the way to go. I have one. Ed, Edd, and Eddy, The Misadventures. I'm 99% sure this game is unfinished. I checked, and it takes 2 hours to 100% complete this entire game. Double D says the same line every 30 seconds. This makes me want to grab the GameCube and melt it down into plastic wrap. These cutscenes are true art. What is this? Newgrounds, Microsoft Word? So basically, you gotta switch characters, but why would I do that when the Eddy model looks like this? Jimmy is afraid of squirrels. Then there's a puzzle and I don't know how to play this. Hurry, put in Batman meets Scooby-Doo DVD TV game. Way better story.
You chickens are in a haunted house. What are you, Saw?
What is there to say about Ed, Edd, and Eddy? It's the show that exists and you forget it has 5 seasons. But we can all agree that the movie is an absolute masterpiece. We finally get to see his brother and we see why Eddy's one step away from the Joker. Okay, hey, what's up, guys? So, usually every single Saturday I get a brick thrown through my window, but this Saturday's was a little weird because it had this tape to it. Lost Ed, Edd, Edd. Now, I'm not sure what this might mean, so I'm just gonna, put it in, maybe review over it, see what I got here. Every day in this world, I've been wasting my life away. Buying candy, scamming the cul-de-sac, running from Kevin, but no more. My final scheme. I've been thinking about it for years. The true purpose of it all. I know they won't like it, but they have no say in who gets to play God.